Just days after Iranian and U.S. officials held indirect nuclear talks in the Omani capital, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu moved up a scheduled visit with President Donald Trump at the White House by nearly a week.
Netanyahu is apparently concerned, at least to some extent, about what's happening in the nuclear talks between the United States and Tehran.
The next round of nuclear talks between Washington and Tehran is expected in the coming days.
The United States, Donald Trump is insisting, and certainly Netanyahu will also insist, on zero enrichment. So that's something that the Iranians say is a non-starter for them. It's a red line for them. But Netanyahu wants to make very clear in the other direction that any deal that doesn't involve zero enrichment, that allows Iran to enrich, is a red line. And then we have the insistence that it can't only be a nuclear deal and also has to involve the ballistic missiles and the regional allies.
For the U.S. side, those remain core demands for now, as American military forces, including the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group, continue to build in the region. Trump says he may send a second aircraft carrier to strike Iran if talks fail.
We have a lot of very big, very powerful ships sailing to Iran right now, and it would be great if we didn't have to use them.
The Israeli Prime Minister's seventh trip to meet with Trump comes as the U.S. president characterizes the first round of nuclear talks with Tehran as very good talks. But then the president said on Tuesday, either we make a deal with Iran or we have to do something very tough. Ahead of this White House meeting, both the Israelis and the Iranians released videos, potentially ratcheting up the tensions even higher. Netanyahu posted a TikTok video warning of potential U.S. strikes on Iran, a clear threat as a backdrop for his White House visit. Iran released its own AI-generated video depicting a possible missile attack on the U.S. aircraft carrier that is now operating in the Arabian Sea. It follows a threat by Iran's supreme leader that any U.S. attack would result in a regional war. The U.S. Middle East envoy and Trump's son-in-law visited the U.S. aircraft carrier in the Arabian Sea on Saturday, hours after the talks with Iran, likely a visual message of how quickly the U.S. can act if it decides to take military action. Craig Boswell, TRT World, Washington.